From drunkenly making out with Lala's guy to having an affair with Tom Sandoval, Raquel Leviss has made her priorities pretty clear. And while everyone has had something to say about her antics, Katie Maloney made the strongest call out. She warned her co-stars to hide their husbands from Raquel. Let's catch up on this beef today. Now, Katie's comments were triggered after the March 15th episode. This episode sees Raquel going off and making out with the guy that Lala Kent had shown interest in. That was a pretty terrible follow-up to the March 8th episode, where the girls went to Vegas. There, Lala said that she would be interested in a hookup with Oliver Saunders. Wouldn't you know it, Raquel started flirting with him on that same trip. She told Oliver that he has a cute smile and is just very sweet, adding later that he's charming. This ended up with the two of them smooching it up on the dance floor. Interestingly, Raquel did ask for Lala's permission to go after Oliver, and Lala granted it. She's not completely ungracious after all. But it did occur to Lala that Raquel didn't say anything about Oliver until Lala said that he was kinda fine. And she was totally sure that if Lala had competed with Raquel for Oliver, she'd have won. So you can imagine that with this latest move from Raquel to capture a guy Lala wanted, she was pretty frustrated. Lala, pissed about Raquel's behavior, tells her that she would never trust her partner around a drunk Raquel Leviss. In response, Raquel hit back and dissed Lala for not having a partner for her to steal. It's no surprise that this was upsetting to Lala and her friends, Katie and Christina. But Raquel's sloppiness went off screen too. It turns out Ariana Madix could have done with hearing Lala's warning. If Lala is feeling annoyed by Raquel's behavior, she's got nothing on Ariana. Y'all might remember that Ariana was in a committed relationship with Tom Sandoval, dating him for 9 years. That's an impressive amount of time to be with someone. The longevity of that relationship is why it was so tragic, when on the March 3rd episode, it emerged that Tom was having an affair. Naturally, the couple broke up. Well, that story has some wrinkles to it apparently. There had been rumors that Tom was cheating with a certain Raquel Leviss. Well, some bombshell reports confirmed that the rumors were true. While this wasn't shown on screen yet, Ariana was aware that Raquel had been the third in their tango. Raquel has been trying to get Ariana to talk to her, but you can imagine that she is not interested in hearing what she has to say. In a recent interview on Watch What Happens Live, Katie Malone commented on this situation too. She wasn't surprised that Tom Sandoval was cheating on Ariana, but she was shocked by some of the details.
For the times that we've been together for Ariana, kind of put our stuff aside.
Good.
I think she did get a bit played as well, but...
That being said, she reassured everyone that Ariana was doing okay. Now, is Katie going off on Raquel just out of solidarity for her friends? I guess she wishes that was the case, but she too has been a victim of Raquel sleeping around. See, Sandoval isn't the only Tom who Raquel had an affair with. Early last year, it was reported that Katie Maloney was ending her 12-year relationship with Sandoval's business partner, Tom Schwartz. That felt a bit like it came out of nowhere. It was just as heartbreaking as the situation with Ariana Madix. But in April, the truth about this breakup made the airwaves. It turned out Schwartz was making out with a girl that wasn't Katie at Coachella that year. And if you've gotten this far in the video, you can probably guess who the girl was. Although Schwartz tried to deny the allegations at first, by August, there were even more rumors of him and Raquel making out. At that point, he had to concede that their friendship had turned into, at the very least, a flirtationship. By October, Schwartz was singing Raquel's praises. The guy had taken the bait and was pretty much Raquel's. For what it's worth, Katie did not make a huge deal out of this situation. The same month that Schwartz was telling us Raquel was the greatest girl in the world, Katie was rocking Tom Tom merch. Tom Tom is, of course, the business that the cheating Tom owns. While people gossiped about her choice, Katie made it clear that she was just supporting the business. As her recent comments show though, she definitely held a grudge against Raquel for what she did. Now you might be thinking that we're reaching the end of the story, but I've gotta dive into the conspiracy theory behind the show. See, an affair here and there would be very normal for this show. It's a reality show on Bravo. I'd be more shocked if there wasn't an affair. But even by the standards of reality TV, Raquel Leviss is going a bit too far, don't you think? She's cheated with 2 characters on the show, and is currently flirting with anyone Lala happens to look at. It feels like Raquel was brought onto the show just to destroy the love lives of the other women. The easy answer here is that Raquel either has a personal problem or she's acting out of malice towards the others. But what if I told you that there's more to this situation than you might think? Well, Teddy Mellencamp seems to think that someone is pulling strings from behind the scenes. Someone with whom Teddy worked with on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. That's right, I'm talking about Lisa Vanderpump. See, Teddy claims that this is all a scheme by Lisa. Well, maybe not all of it. Mellencamp says that Lisa paid Raquel Leviss to have the recent affair with Tom Sandoval. Why would she do this? Ratings, baby! Not only is Lisa Vanderpump a key person behind the scenes of the show, her restaurant is featured on it too. Vanderpump Rules is both a TV venture and a marketing campaign for the Sir restaurant, and the other ones she has too. Clearly, that means she has more of a vested interest in the success of Vanderpump Rules than most reality show producers. It's worth pointing out that Teddy Mellencamp doesn't have any proof for her claims here. It's just something she threw out on an appearance on Melissa George's On Display podcast. That being said, she had some predictions for how her old castmate would reply. She predicted Lisa saying that Sandoval and Maddox were not working out. She also anticipated Lisa siding with Sandoval for feeling the need to cheat, since she always takes the side of the men. You won't be surprised to know that Lisa denied the claims. The restaurateur took to Twitter first to downplay Teddy's comments. Her rebuttal was pretty simple. She doesn't need to pay her cast members to have affairs. They do that on their own. You know she's clearing her name, but that kinda sounds like a diss on her cast. Or is it just me? Anyway, it's a pretty weak defense. And she doesn't address any of the evidence that seems to prove the theory. Evidence like how Vanderpump Rules is enjoying its highest rating since 2018 in the wake of the scandal. Or how about the fact that a clash with the landlord has put the fate of Pump Restaurant in jeopardy? Pump Restaurant is one of the 3 locations that feature on the show. The landlord might be reluctant to close if it's getting a lot of public attention. Or how about the fact that the Pump Restaurant franchise is extending into some expensive locations? Lisa sure could use the boost in revenue. It's all very fishy. But all I've done is present the facts and the claims, and it's on you to make sense of it all. That's all on why Katie Maloney warned co-stars to hide their boyfriends though. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.